Hi guys, I'm going to do a yoga weight session for you again then. So do your warm-up, either of the warm-up videos first. And we're going to do a little bit of abdominal stuff to start with. So remember, you're using a weight that's challenging you. If it's too intense, you can put the weight down and just carry on without the weight. But we're going to start off just with a variation of bug pose, doing it from our boat balance position. So you're going to come to your seated balance. Try and feel that you've got your weight even across your sit bones. Chest is lifted, relax the shoulders down, and then just take the feet up, get the balance, find that centre of gravity. Try and feel that your shoulders are relaxing away from your ears. Just hold it, relax your ankles, wiggle the toes, take some deep breaths. If you do find this is too challenging, you can just work with the hands on the ground. So you're just going to do alternate legs extending and then slowly coming back in, keeping the movement nice and smooth. If you're okay with the balance, we're going to pick up our weights now. So all we're going to do, we're going to extend the left leg out as the right arm goes up, and then we slowly come back in, and then we change. The right leg extends out, left arm extends straight up. So we're just going to keep this going, just alternating left and right. Try and keep it a nice steady pace, smooth, controlled, lifting all the way up, relaxing all the way down. And making sure that you're not holding your breath. Remember, it's very easy when you're doing a balance pose. Take a deep breath in and just forget to breathe. So just try and relax your breathing nice and easy. And another option of this, keep this going, but another option if you do find it too difficult, alternate weights, you could just do a double hand. So you've got one weight in two hands. So you're extending and lowering every time. Okay, and then once we've done this, so we're just going to give the legs a little bit of a shake out, shake them loose. Take your feet wide for a moment and just relax into the hips. Do a bit of rocking from left to right, so remember you're rolling off your heel bone, keeping the chest lifted up. And we're going to come to our next core movement, if you like. So we're going to do a variation of Russian twists. So again, lots of options here. We start off just by taking our seated position, lift the chest, relax the shoulders down. You're going to have either one weight or two, depending on what weight you want to work at. And again, you've got the option of doing this either balanced, ankles crossed, or just resting gently on the heels. But we want to make sure we keep this distance between our chest and our belly button, so we're not letting the body go into flexion. Really important, because it is going to be a thoracic rotation, so we need to keep that extension there. Okay, so we're going to start this off nice and slow. Again, do as many of these as you comfortably can. So the harder option, 2 weights, 2 hands, legs are lifted, we rotate, we gently tap, we come back up, we change sides. And we're just going to keep this moving. Easier option, heels are down, you're rotating. What we're trying to do though is actually turn through that thoracic spine. So keep your shoulders relaxed and feel that you're actually moving through the rib cage, yeah? So we're not just taking our arms from side to side, we're trying to actually turn with the body. Imagine you're rotating the centre of the chest from left to right whilst keeping it lifted. So just keeping that moving, maybe go for half a minute if you feel it's quite easy. Keep going a little bit longer. Okay, and then once we've done that, we're going to pop the weights back to the ground. Again, shake the legs out. And we're going to take it onto our side now. So have your weights in front of you. So they're there as an option if you do decide to use them. Coming down onto your right side, you're going to use your right arm to support your head and neck, so you can either have it tucked or you can just lie extended. That's just a personal preference, whatever feels comfortable. And we want to be in a straight line, so hips are stacked, knees, ankles, all sitting on top of each other. Abs are engaged. Okay, we're going to start just with a very easy top leg lift. So think deep breath in, pushing down and raising up, keeping the kneecap, the toes, the hip bones all pointing forwards. So we don't want that leg to twist. We'll try and keep the outside line working. And then just get used to that position, relax the ankles, the toes, take a couple of breaths. If that's challenging enough, you can just stay there. If not, you're going to start to lift the bottom leg. Wiggle the toes, relax the ankles. So we're getting our balance from here, engage into abs, pelvic floor, gently squeeze the glutes. Try not to clench the rest of the body though. If it's still quite easy, we're now going to pick up our weight. So your easier option is to just extend the arms straight up. If you feel comfortable with it, we're going to grab the weight, we're going to bring it to the chest and extend it. And again, you can either hold this as a static movement. So we're going to hold that still. You can maybe even add your scissor legs into this to challenge the lower body a little bit more. Or if you feel comfortable with it, we're just going to hold the lower body still, but we're going to add a little press. So we draw it down, extending all the way back up. Okay, working on that nice, smooth, controlled movement, down slowly, extending, just checking that you're not locking out that elbow joint. Downward and upward phase equally is important. If you're super strong here, if you wanted to, you could double up your weight, extend. You could even just hold that there, hold it as a static movement. But just do as many of these as you can with good form, good control. You might have a little bit of this going on, that's absolutely fine, don't worry if you're not perfectly still. But keep the press down as you lift up. And then we're just going to take a breath and let the body relax down. Okay, so changing sides. We're going to sweep this across. So exactly the same, get comfortable first. Check your alignment, hips, stack, knees, ankles, so important. Abs are engaged. Take your time when you feel ready, big breath in. You're going to lift and push through that top leg. Hold it there, get that sense of balance. If that's challenging enough, you're just going to extend up the arm, maybe raise the bottom leg. You can add your scissors. If you feel comfortable, and if it's easy, we're going to add the weight. So you can either hold this as a static, or you can start to add a bit of movement into it maybe for the lower body. You can start to add a little bit of movement through the upper body. And you can kind of mix and match this depending on what your energy levels are like. Obviously, if you're having a low energy day, you do the easier option. If you're feeling in the zone, you could push yourself a little bit harder. But it should never push to the point where it feels painful or you've lost that control. Yeah, always try and keep that good form. Okay, so we're pressing up. And then we're just going to relax, pop that back to the ground. Okay, so from here we're going to move over onto our front, our prone position. So turning face down, having your weights to the front of your mat. And we're going to do a little plank sequence. So I'm going to give you lots of options here. Now I'm going to add some rotation to this. Obviously, you've got any back issues, osteoporosis issues, and you're not meant to do thoracic rotation with weight. Keep this gentle, keep it easy. If you're comfortable with it, we're going to make it a bit more intense today. So your two body positions are going to be either a box or a plank, yeah? Making sure that you've got that nice engagement, abs lifting from underneath, shoulders are away from ears, slight softness into the elbows. So if you're going to do it from your plank position, we're going to alternate this from a basic prone plank facing the ground to a side plank lifting up and then coming back to the ground, okay? And we're going to turn it, so we alternate left and right. Exactly the same as you can do it from your box position. So you would plant, you would rotate, placing this left and right. So just do a few of those first, just get that rotation, get the balance, planting the hand directly underneath the shoulder from side to side. And just a couple more of these in. If you wanted to make this more challenging, you would narrow your base, take the hand centre, so you rotate, a little bit more balance involved there. You plant, you rotate. Remember, side plank, we're lifting from the underside, so that bottom hip is drawing up. You want to keep that distance between your shoulder and your neck, so as you rotate through, you're not allowing that collapse. You want to keep that, so important. These muscles are helping to hold you. So once you're done a set of those, we're going to add the weight into it now. So if you're working from a box, all we're going to do, we're going to do a renegade row. So we lift, lower, and then we're going to rotate back to the ground. We're going to rotate back to the ground, and then we go through that again. So it's a renegade row, elbow to the ceiling. We rotate back to the ground. We rotate back to that. You're going to keep doing maybe a set of 8 or 10 of those to the point of fatigue, yeah, where you've tired yourself out. Exactly the same if you're doing it from plank. So we start with a simple renegade row. We lift, we lower. So we're placing and we're trying to keep the hips steady as we do this. We don't want to feel that we're wiggling or rocking. Then we rotate out, extend up, back to the chest, lower to the ground. We change side, we rotate, extend, back down. Okay, and we're going to keep that going. If you're super strong here and you wanted to make it harder still, you could add a little press up. You can add a little press here. take it back to the ground. Okay, so you can kind of push this at a level that you feel is challenging you. That's impressive. Back to the ground. Okay, but doing a set of maybe 8 or 10 of those. Okay, so once we've done that, we're just going to give the hands and wrists a bit of a release. So just wiggle your wrists loose. They feel quite tight, remember a bit of compression from that plank position. Give them a squeeze, shake them loose. Wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders back. Okay, let your arms just go heavy. Okay, so the next bit we're going to do is moving up to standing. We're going to go through a little plank, a little warrior sequence from here. So take your time, come up slowly. If you wanted to, you could come up through your downward dog, or you could just push it back into your squat position. Come up however you feel comfortable. Okay, take your time. Once you're upright, just shake everything loose. So we're going to start with warrior 1, and we're going to come through some alternate forward and side raises. So there'll be a little bit of coordination going on as well here. Again, alternate options. If you get too tired, you're just going to pop your weights down. But we'll start just stepping back into our warrior base. So we're going to take the right leg back. As big stride as you comfortably can. Square your hips up to the front of the mat. Tailbone tucks under. Your bucket is upright. Your shoulders are relaxing back and down. Neck is neutral. Just hold that for a moment. Feel the lower body is trying to sink further down. Upper body is lifting up. Both feet firmly planted. Position that back foot where it's comfortable for you. Yeah, if that's tiptoes, heel down, rotate as long as you can keep your hips squared up and your tailbone tucked under. Okay, so we're going to start then. So what we're going to do to begin with is just simple front raise. So we're going to take alternate left and right. So we lift and we lower. We lift and we lower. So imagine you're pulling up from a rubber band attached to the floor, and then you're pulling back down again. We're not swinging the weight, we're placing them from one side to the other. So just lifting and lowering, nice and smooth, nice and controlled. If it's too intense, shorten the lever slightly, bend the elbow a little bit more. If it's too easy, you can always do double. Yes, so you're going to put 2 weights into one hand, so we lift and we lower. Do maybe 3 or 4, and then you can change sides. But you want to feel that you're challenging. You can easily do maybe 8 or 10 with the weight you've got. If you can easily do 20, you probably need to go up to another weight. Okay, now we're going to do our side raises. So we take it slowly out and down. So again, options here. Easy version, you've got a bent elbow. Lateral raise here. Slightly harder, extend. So you're bringing the weight so it's just in that peripheral range. Yeah, remember we're looking forwards, but our peripheral vision, we're raising up. So we're just spotting the weight out the corner of the eye. So you're going to keep going with your alternate lateral raises. And then there's a lot of balance going on here. So just check that you're not tipping, trying to really maintain that centre line. Checking that your shoulders aren't lifting up around your ears. Okay, and then we're going to bring the feet back together and we're going to change sides. So step it back, square up the hips, get comfortable, have a fidget around, squeeze your glutes, lift and lengthen up to the top of the head. So now we're going to do the same again, but we're going to stagger these, so we're adding a little bit more coordination. So as our right arm goes forwards, our left arm is going to come out to the side. And then we come back down and we switch. Left arm forwards, right arm to the side. Okay, so we're alternating this, one out and one forwards. A little bit trickier on the balance now. Again, we're placing. And if you're really strong with this, if you want to challenge it further, remember your super slow rep, where we do it at a snail's pace. We're coming all the way up, we're just pausing at that top range. And then we're lowering very slowly all the way back to the ground. So you could put maybe 1 or 2 of those in as well. If not, you could just keep that going, steady pace. But just check what we don't want is any swinging. We don't want any momentum being pushed through the rest of the body. So trying to keep that control as much as possible. Breathing's nice and big here. Okay, and then just relax the arms, roll the shoulders back, feet come together. Okay, take a little breather. Right, so we're going to come into our warrior two position now, and we're going to do an upright row. So again, you've got a couple of options. We're going to have the thumbs on the inside, ends of the weights together, so it's a straight row, pulling up and coming down. Obviously, if it's too intense, one weight and two hands. You lift and lower. If it's too easy, you're going to alternate left, and then you'll do right. Okay, but just check again. What we want here is low shoulders. We don't want our shoulders to be shrugged up. We want to keep them down, back, chest open, tail is tucked, crown of the head is lifting up to the ceiling. So take your wide base, okay, and then we're going to rotate our left foot, turn it out, sink into it. So our body goes straight to the ground. Right leg, if you feel comfortable, you can take that a little bit wider. Bucket is still upright, glutes still active. Okay, hands in front. Okay, smooth and control. So we pull up, we lower down. Okay, keep this going. Okay, if you find that you give a little bit, you might be able to go a little deeper into your warrior base. But keep the legs active, so we're pressing firmly into both feet. Checking foot positions, remember, really important to keep that even pressure. Inner edge to outer edge of each foot, heel to toe. Not locking out through the knee joint. Okay, and then letting the arms relax for a moment while we change sides. So we come from centre, right leg is going to rotate out. Sinking into your warrior base. Hold it for a breath. Okay, so this time we're going to do our super slow movement. So keeping those mid-back muscles engaged. Really slow, pulling up. Once you're lifted, just hold it for a moment. Take another deep breath in. We're going to lower it down gently. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more of these. So I'm just going to show you from a different angle. So what we want to do is these mid-back muscles are engaging, they're squeezing, they're clenching. A bit like when you squeeze your bum to support your lower body. So take the time, pulling up. Just forward to the top. And then lowering all the way back down. Maybe doing 1 more of those if you can. Okay, and then let your arms relax. Right, stay with your wide leg base. Shake the body loose for a moment, get comfortable again. Whoops, try not to tip backwards. And we're going to start with a little bit of mid-back work again here, but we're going to tip slightly from the hips. So if I show you from a side angle, so keep that distance, yeah, chest to belly. We want to keep the back in extension. But we slightly tip into this. Tailbone, still tucked, glutes are still active. We're pushing our weight behind us. We don't want to feel that we're loading the knee, yeah, we're loading the back body. Okay, gazes forwards and down. We're going to have our hands in front, so our thumbs are now on top. And we're going to open here. Slowly back together. Bring to here. And back together. So if I show you from a couple of different angles. Here. And down. Again, try not to let the shoulders elevate up. Keep them low. Smooth and controlled. I'll show you from a reverse angle. If it's too challenging, remember you could always shorten the lever slightly. A little bit more of a bend in the elbows. If it's easy, extend, open out, lengthen that lever out slightly. Even widen your base, challenge the balance a little bit. Okay, we're going to go to alternates on these. So we take left and right. Just checking as you're moving that you're not letting the body go with you. Yeah, so keep that centre alignment, left and right. Alternating. Okay, and then we're just going to do 1 super slow. When you get to that top range, just pause it there. Coming out very controlled. Okay, relax your arms. You take the feet back up. Shoulders roll back. Right, last little balancing exercise now. So we're going to do a 3-point combination. So you're going to start just by getting your centre point. So feet hip distance, toes tucked, chest is lifted, and we're just going to do a single knee bend just to get our balance heads on. So just take your time, lift that knee roughly hip height, relax the ankle, see what your balancing's like today. Take a breath or two, and with the foot that's on the ground, we're trying to press from heel, big toe, little toe. Taking that leg gently back to the ground, changing sides. Okay, and then coming back to the ground. So what we're going to do with the leg, we're going to take the weight onto the right leg again. We're going to come forwards, side, and push back. Okay, so 3 points. Toes point forwards as we come forwards. Ankle bone points out as we go to the side, so we're not twisting that leg. Heel as we drive back, so we're getting into that heel. So that's the leg position. The arm position is going to be a bicep curl as we come forwards, a lateral raise as we go to the side, and a press up as we go behind. Okay, so it's going to be forwards, side, and back. Forwards, side, back. Okay, keeping this going. So do as many of these as you can. If you lose your balance, just take a moment, come back into it. But we're trying to synchronise the two together. Smooth. You can even pause. Take it a little slow if you wanted. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, changing sides. So take your time, get the balance first. Abs are engaged, I'll show you from a different angle. So as we come forwards, we're going to bicep curl. We come back down. Lateral raise. We come back down. Press back. Okay, so check in again as we come forwards in particular. So keep that going, but you're not leaning back. As we go to the side, again, we don't want to lean to the side if we can help it. We're trying to keep this vertical line as we come through the movement. So it's forwards, side, back. Again, you should take it back, chest is lifted. Okay, so just do a couple more of those. Forwards, okay, you can do super slow. Okay, and then relax, shake the legs loose. Okay, we're going to finish with a couple of combined stretches on this one. So we're going to start with a stretch called Stargazer, which is basically a wide base stance. So we take our right leg back, keep the hips squared up, legs are straight but soft, so we're not lunging, we're keeping that slight softness. Toes tucked under, take a deep breath in, arms are going to come up, and then we're going to place our hands, a couple of options here, either here, palms together, shoulders roll back, or coming up into your full reverse Namaste palm together, chest is open. Okay, so we're in this position. Okay, so the arms open across the front here. We should also be feeling the stretch coming into this front hip flexor. So we're really using this glute to drive that hip forwards. Chest is lifted up, shoulders are nice and low. Keep both feet firmly planted. There's quite a bit of balance going on this one as well. If you're okay with it, you can look up. If not, keep the focus down. Okay, changing sides. So we're going to step it back. So this time we're going to do our little barrel hug with our arms. So abs are engaged. Let your upper back round. So we've got this Stargazer lower body position, hips forwards, pushing through this left hip, but we're going to round and push out. Let the head drop. So now trying to feel it. Hip flexor, left side, mid, back, shoulders, upper body. Okay, and then release that down. And then finally we're going to do our tandem stance. So left foot in front of right foot. If it's too challenging, imagine you're on a plank. Otherwise, imagine you're on a tightrope, so you've got the feet lined up. Shift the weight so you've got even pressure, front and back foot. You want to try and get that 50-50. Then lift, relax, hold it and breathe. Once you've got your balance with this, if you feel comfortable with it, we're going to bring one arm across. So we come underneath, just go for a little stretch, upper arm, shoulder, mid back. So we're in this position. Okay, changing legs. So opposite leg's going to come in front, arm across the body, shoulders nice and low. And release down. And just finishing with a really good stretch. So we're going to take a big breath in, feet wide. Inhale, reach up, squeeze the glutes, extending up, little back bend. Okay, and release. Relax the shoulders. Well done, guys. Namaste.